Good day everyone. Once again I am Roseto Orquesta, and today we will talk about FL statement. So I know previously on my discussions on our Google Meet, I have already talked about FL statement, and I already discussed some of those parts of the FL statement with Java programming. But today I will try to give an example so that you can have a much clearer view and understanding of FL statement. So I'll let you see how FL statement with two or more else statement rather than just if and else. Then maybe I would also include the nested FL statement. So a nested FL statement is that in your first FL statement there is another FL statement sa sulod. So na kay outer layer ng FL statement, na po kay inner layer ng FL statement. So bali dili lang isa ka FL statement. So FL statement sulod sa FL statement na po another FL statement. So that is a nested FL statement. This is an example of a diagram of how an FL statement works. So it has a condition represented in a diamond, and then we have true and false. On your left side you have the true, on your right side you have the false. So if the condition returns true, it will perform the if true statements box, and then likewise kung false ang result sa condition, ang if false statement pud nga box ang iyang i-perform. Then proceed to the next action. So to make it more understandable, so let's try to visualize. So say for example I have a condition here. Okay, so say A is greater than B, so this is F. Put a question mark there, and then this will be your to separate arrow for this is true, this is false. Oh, okay, and then there is a box here, there's a box here. Okay. See, for example, if this condition returns true, it will display or print hello. Okay. Print hello. But if this condition, the A is greater than B, will return false, or the condition is equal to false. So ang iyang i-print, instead of hello, mag-print siya of world. Okay, so let A is equal to 3, let B is equal to 5. So that means we are comparing 3 to 5. In that case, so upon this condition, ato siyang i-perform if A is greater than B with this value, where the value of A is 3 and the value of B is 5, this condition will return false. So false ang iyang i-result because 3 is not greater than 5, right? So that means kini pong print hello, print world ang iyang i-display. This one kana mo iyang i-perform. Okay. But if ato siyang hatagan og bagong value, so instead of 3 ang A, buhaton to siya 7, and instead of 5 ang B, mo na to siya og 2. That means we're comparing 7 to 2. So since A is now 7 and B is now 2, meaning this is true. Mas dako na si A kumpara ni B. So that means kini na pong hilo ang iyang perform, ang iyang i-print. So yun na si if else statement. Okay. So if we are going to try that into programming, so okay, we'll try to so from this, ato siyang buhatan og program, Java program. Okay, simple F. Okay, so I'm going to save this one. So I have now a Java program. So yun ano siya og itsura na dayon. So, from that form, from that diagram to this code. Okay. This is the diagram. This is the sample diagram of an if else statement. Yung mag-compare siya og duha ka value, the value of A and the value of B. And then ano siyang equivalent when we do the program in Java. So kanang imong diamond, if A is greater than B, so muna siya. Then this is your lift box. This is your right box. Send. So for example, this lit, we are to convert this this whole section here if we are going to convert this into program. So we'll just say A equals to 3 and b is equal to 5. So these two lines here is an equivalent to this let a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5. So let's try to have a multiple FL statement. So say for example we have variable a, and that we are going to compare it with the value 1, 2, and 3. So if it is if the value of a is equal to 1, it will print hello. If the value of a is equal to 2, it will print world. But if the value of a is equal to 3, it will print a complete hello world. Okay, so in this case ang ato ang diagram is yung unani siyag forma. Okay, first ato siyang i-compare sa 1, right? So a is equal to 1. If it is true, it will print hello, right? But if it is false, ato na po siyang i-compare sa 2. Okay, so a is equal to 2. If that is true, ihang i-print ang world. But if that is false, ato na po siyang i-compare into 3. a is equal to 3. If that is true, yang i-print ang kompleto nga hello world. But if it's false, nothing will happen. So the program will exit. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3 conditions. Now if you're going to convert that into a Java program, it should be like this. So we have integer a, and then we have f a is equal to 1, else if a is equal to 2, else if a is equal to 3. Okay, so wala na ako siya butang yung else, since in our diagram after a is equal to 3, kung wala siya, so dili siya, this is so this is true, this is false, this is false, this is true, this is true, this is false. So if ever a is not equal to 1 and a is not equal to 2, then a is not equal to 3, it will just exit the program. Nothing happens, wala siya i-print. But if And just in case si A is equal to 1, i-print niya ang hello. If in case si A is equal to 2, i-print niya ang world. And if in case si A is equal to 3, i-print niya ang kompleto nga hello world. So may atong button din So system .out .print hello. This is world and this is hello world. Okay. So that would be how it looks when it is being converted into a Java program. From this diagram to this code. So this is your first condition. Second condition. This is your third condition. If so, this will display if A is equal to 1, if A is equal to this is if A is equal to 2, if this A is equal to 3, okay. So as you can see, we can have 2 or more if else statement or else statement in our program in Java. So dili lang siya if else, but we can have if else if then else. So for example, if this instead of exit, ako siyang butangan diri og so instead of exit, mag-print siya og invalid. Meaning the value of A is not equal to 1, not equal to 2, and not equal to 3. So in our program, ato na din siya dungagan og else. And additional code invalid. Okay, that one. So butangan na to siya else. So that means wala sa option ang value na A. Dili siya 1, dili siya 2, dili pud siya 3. Automatic ang else mo iyahang i-display. Again, kung dili 1 or 2 or 3 ang value sa imong variable A, automatic ang sa else mo iyahang i-display. Kanang na system.out.print invalid. So mo na iyang i-display instead of hello or world or hello world, invalid ang iyang ipagawas i-display. Okay, so as promised, I will create an example. I'll show you an example of nested if else statement. So an if else statement is like if a follow up. You have a first main question, you have a first main condition, then after that condition you will have a follow up condition. Or so for example, you have a question statement, and then after someone answered that statement, you will give a follow up question. So mura sa gingunana probitaw, like for example, unsa imong ngalan, pag tubag sa imong gipangutana siya ngalan, follow up na pangutana pila imong edad. So something like ngunana ang nested if else statement, but in a form of comparison. So mag-compare tag value. So if we are going to create a diagram for that, so for example, an army is trying to recruit new and or trying to recruit new enlisted personnel, mag-apply og army. So first thing na is ang edad, di ba? So lantawon ang edad. So for example, kung muna itong ibutang as first condition sa ito ang if else statement, age is equal to so for example sa may limit sa 25, so for example is 25. Then ang true o false, so natay true, natay false. This is false, this is true. Kung tinuod nga 25 na yung edad, ato na pong i-test kung pila yung height, diba na height requirement ang makukuha o magpa-enlist sa army. So probably 5 ata pod, 5. Okay, so ato na po i-check ang iyahang height. Height is equal to greater than, so I mean is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, pero pag yung edad is daily equals 25, automatic fail. So boundary of fail. So sa height, if greater than or equal 25 siya, that means sa true niya nga kuhan is sa true niya ang mahitabo is he will pass. But kung wala ka butog 5 yung height, he will fail. So for example, mo ni ang imong nested if else statement. So ato na siyang i-convert into code. Yun na yung mahitabo. So natay age and then natay height. So age and height. If age is not equal to 25, and then else, so pag true nga ang age is equal to 25, aton pong i-test ang yang age, ang height. So if height is greater than or equal to, ngano na may greater than, it is because mas the taller the better ang height sa army, right? Mana siya itong requirement. So ato lang dahil i-display nga ning pass siya sa or na enlisted na siya sa army. Ito na you are enlisted, but else, so kung wala kaabot ang height of 5, ang butang dali og i-fail. Same as dinhi kung yung edad is dili 25. So as you can see, so I have outer if else statement. So kini sila muna kong outer if else statement, and then sulod sa if kung mag true nga ang yang age is 25, na po'y another if else statement sa sulod. Atong i-test ang yang height kung greater than or equal to 5 ba ang iyang height. If equal to 5, so that means true ang iyang age, true po na yung height, so mindless siya. Pero true iyang height, true ang iyang age pero false iyang height, so failed ang mong gawas. So dapat true ang age, true ang height para mahimong you are enlisted. Again, kung true ang age, false ang height, fail. Pag false palang daan ang iyang age, meaning dili siya 25, automatic na siya fail. Dili na sa i-test ang iyang height. Okay, sa edad palang daan nag-fail naman. So this is an example of nested if else statement. So natay follow up nga test o natay follow up nga condition. Aside sa age, i-test pa yun nato yung height. Okay, so that's it for the if else statement and the multi else if else statement, as well as the nested if else statement. There are other examples akong gibuhat for if else statement, multiple if else statement and nested if else statement. So kung ibutang sa comment sa description ang link para pwede po ninyo malantaw ang katong mga example. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.